That's just the THX logo.
Wow.
Yo!
Hey, are we there?
Yeah.
Sweet.
We're there.
Hey, everybody.
We're there.
We're there. And
Good
people
evening.
can hear us. And yeah,
No
wow. We did it.
We did it. We made the thing happen. All right, good night.
Oh. Hey, how's everyone doing?
Good. Are you asking them?
Saturday.
Like the way Sam talks to chat versus the way he
what
talks to
happened to
us is
Sam?
completely
I can't even
different.
tell if he can hear us.
I can't tell if he's being ironic.
I think he's just... I don't think he can hear us.
Guys,
I don't think he
I'm just
knows we're
having
here.
fun. I'm having fun.
Sam, are
Hold
you
on, I
like
got
fishing in
audio
the
issues.
river all day long? What
No,
the fuck are
man.
you doing?
This is my new look. It's my new look is adult Chucky.
Yeah, that's about right. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Can you stand up so we can see the whole outfit?
Wow.
What kind of...
Were you plumbing? What the
Yeah,
fuck were
what
you
kind of
doing?
overalls are those? Those
I-
look like... Those do
Carhartts.
look like fishing hunting ones.
Carhartts, baby.
Yeah.
They're just good overalls, man. They're just good, rugged overalls. And I'm living that overall life now, you know?
Sure.
You know, I'm
like
an
a-
overall guy.
I don't
A
know.
teething toy in one pocket and a bottle in the other.
Well, you just put the baby in the middle. He's
Yeah,
still small
yeah.
enough, right? Right in the middle
Still
pocket.
small enough. Fits there, yeah.
Yo, so I'm on a computer that I was saying earlier. I'm on a computer that I thought died a year or two ago, and it works again. And I found two very hilarious pictures from when my kid was a baby. That since like it's years ago, I'm okay with sharing because it's like she doesn't look like that anymore. But whenever we're ready for it,
All right.
Well, let's go. I mean,
do it. Sam, can you give me a
up, buddy?
screen share?
The screen share?
There we good. Do I need your permission?
Hold on, I need to give you my permission, but I also need to set up for it. Give me 1 second.
Oh, for the so I can see it. How's everybody else doing? Darren,
right.
you're in a white glowing room.
I think I should be ready.
Dad's office.
You're ready?
This is-
Morning.
Oh, I'm not quite ready yet. Okay, put that one on first. It's
I
just
have
two
a
pictures.
whole new setup going on here.
Cool.
Zach, it's driving me
Somebody
crazy.
says I'm not wearing pants. Okay.
What?
Driving me
Yeah.
crazy about your headphones. How they're like twisted here.
This.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a little
I
thing.
fucking hate it, but it's just what can I do, man? That's just what they like it like that.
You know what's cool about overalls?
I have earbuds, but you know.
What's cool about overalls, Sam?
You know I'm wearing pants.
No, you're wearing overalls.
But you
aren't
can
wearing pants.
see that I'm dressed down below
Right.
above the waist. I'm not getting
But,
away
like,
with any of
you
that
could, like-
weird.
but if those straps go,
You're not
That's
taking on
ass.
shit
Like,
like
That is
Zach
weird.
right now.
I should.
damn.
You should make those like a fake overall, like a dickie, like a you know how the dickie is like the fake tuxedo, like fake
Yeah.
overalls that are nothing below the waist.
Yeah.
Wait, do you mean a shirt that looks like overall? Like just the top of overalls?
No,
Just
but
the
it
top
shows
of
your
overalls.
midriff.
Oh, and
like-
then your dick's hanging out.
Then your dick's hanging out.
Looks
So
like you're
everyone-
wearing overalls. When you stand up, you're like.
How funny would it be if I looked like this and I went to go like out my door and I was wearing nothing down below and you just saw
That'd be
my ass.
amazing.
We just get ass cheek.
Yeah.
I think
When you came back, we would have so many questions.
And or Sam, you should get one of those. Did somebody already beat me? I was reading comments. A flap for the butt, like they do in the cartoons.
Oh.
You know, you get like just like. And is that really so? Like little kids could like unbutton their butt, take a shit, and then button their butt back.
Yeah,
That was like the Civil War. Those Civil War outfits we
That's
wore.
insane.
That was long underwear. It wasn't overalls.
I don't think I could ever
it was
do
long
that.
underwear.
Like be wearing full outfit and take a shit.
No,
Yeah, because the thing is, so I have pajamas like that, and I tried that once, and it's like you're just so, because all you have is this square of bare ass, so you're like making sure, like, God, I hope everything's lined up right before you shit.
I remember that you shit all over yourself.
Yeah, that I shit all over my it went inside and I shit all over my legs.
Yeah.
But you don't even want it like a little bit, you know.
Sam, the real move with overalls is to wear nothing but the overalls.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the real deal. That's like that Tucker and Dale look, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Was it ever popular in your school where one of them was unbuttoned?
Yeah.
Or the other side was?
Yeah,
but
let it hang
only, not
down.
for white kids. White kids can't pull it off.
well, I don't know. Around
Yeah.
here, like kind of grunge kids did that, like the baggy pants, flannel, and then one overall strap thing. But it looked, you know, it kind of looked very silly, didn't it?
Yeah.
I did that, but I was a fly girl for a while.
You were actually technically a fly girl. You had like 3
I was
episodes
fly
where
girl.
you were in the back pocket
You
and
can
locking.
do
Yeah.
what
Not a
you
lot of people know this about you.
do.
That's one of the most interesting things about you, Sam.
That's why I hate J-Lo, is because she took my spot.
Because she fired you. He was like,
Yeah.
everybody is good except
Who
you.
else?
You
Wasn't
got
Rosie?
no tits and you can't dance. You're like, well, I don't have tits. I'm a
I'm a
guy.
guy. Plant Pixel XD says, "Where is Trevor?" Is their first time here to say that? And
We got a real cool guy.
We got some history to.
He's
go.
like, this will blow some minds. Get ready to get edgy.
Hey,
Oh.
hey, who wasn't Rosie Perez also a fly girl?
She was, and wasn't Paula Abdul was the leader, right?
Oh,
or am I
was she?
got that wrong?
No, Paul Abdul was a Laker girl.
Okay, so Rosie, who was it? J-Lo then was the leader of the Fly Girls?
Yeah, J-Lo.
maybe?
But I thought Rosie Perez was in there too. I know she did dancing stuff, but
Yeah, I think you're right. I think she was a Fly Girl.
So, all right, we're on the theme of today's episode. Today on Self-Suck, we're talking about dancing. All things
overalls.
dancing.
dancing that involves overalls.
Choreography.
You got to do one of those like
ballet.
redneck shucky dances, you know.
So when you dance, it's like you're at a wedding and you start dancing. Like, what is your go-to to like get started? Like, how do you dance?
Well, Sam, I'll tell you, Sam comes in. He starts with the ironic, grab his ankle and do the ooh, ooh. He does a lot of that, and then he does a lot of the walk
He
like
does.
Egyptian stuff.
I think you're like actually
and then
telling
he'll
the truth.
straight up try the worm, which is really just him smashing his face. He doesn't have the core strength to really do the
Yeah.
worm, so it's more just
And
like
then-
a fucking.
And then I go like this, and then Zack runs from the crowd, and I hoist him up.
And we do
like
Footloose, but the crazy thing is that we do it perfectly.
Yeah, it's
and
perfect.
I really am like on it, and Sam, and then we twirl, and people are like, "Wait a minute, they're good." People can't believe it.
Yeah.
He's not
Wait,
this
they're
as a
good at it.
ruse.
My favorite when you guys do that is when you end on the chair with the water, and then one of you
And
brings
then
the
Sam
water
pours his drink
to
down
splash
on
on.
me.
It's like, wow, they
Yeah.
really thought ahead for this.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
weird when you did it at Trevor's funeral, though. Like that was.
yeah, but I think that people will get it like in time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people
Yeah.
are definitely pissed on the day,
Right.
especially like his parents or whatever. But like I think that everyone else will they'll get it when.
And it wasn't even like
I don't know.
there wasn't a dancing part at the funeral.
I
Like,
know,
it
but that's
was,
why
like
it's
the
funny,
sad
Darren.
part,
Yeah.
you know.
was
And,
separate.
and he just started doing it. And we were
You
like,
know, I thought we did really well because
It's like
we danced.
somebody was talking and crying, and then Sam was like, "Zack, now!" And I was like,
I'm
then we both
having the time of my life. Isn't that
and then
song?
as Sam poured his
Tape
drink
play.
on me when I was in the chair, I just went, "Trevor."
Oh my god.
I thought we did really good because there was not a dry eye in the house.
No, people were emotional. I was like, "This is."
When we
worth
were
it."
done, people were so stunned they couldn't even talk.
Yeah. The crying.
he
And,
killed the crime. Yeah.
Everyone kept coming up and trying to talk to us, and we were just like, "I know."
you don't have to thank me.
No. Shh. I know.
Oh my god.
Ugly cry dancing is the thing. Okay.
Man, I just got some good ideas for the next guy's funeral.
Mine.
Or you guys do it at mine, whoever, whatever. You have my permission.
What else is up?
What else
All right,
is up?
let me show you
Twitter's
quick-
ending.
Yeah,
Is it
Twitter,
really?
man.
It's not really ending.
Do you think it's
I
really
mean-
I
gonna?
feel like it is. I feel like everyone's just like, fuck this.
Well, it's
I
weird.
just started getting into it, man. I just started. Getting into it.
Yeah. It's weird because apparently what's happening is there's been like enough engineers fired that the site is not quite working properly anymore.
That's so funny. Elon Musk is such an idiot.
Dude, I cannot like. It's, I've
Like,
known that for years, but now you get real first.
You spent $44 billion on a website, and all you got from it is like the end of that website, and everybody thinks you're a clown.
Right, and everything he says, everything he tweets on there, it's like, you are so dumb. Like, everything he says, like, you have no fucking idea how this works.
He's just he's totally out to lunch.
I feel like this is a producers or something like that. Like this is like
Right,
he's
yeah.
figured out some way to profit off of Twitter not being a thing anymore, and he's tanking it. He paid billions of dollars to tank it.
Yeah.
It's just, you know what it is? It's just like, just a billionaire trying to find a cool way to jerk off as big as possible. And it's just not, and he doesn't really,
wasn't he
I don't think he ever
bullied
really
a
cared
lot?
if it worked or not. Just like, look, I'm doing this,
Wasn't he bullied a lot?
On Twitter?
Not enough, I think.
Sure.
No, like as a young kid, like I think he was like bullied a lot. So he's like,
Who cares?
Yeah, he's like a diamond mine fucking heir, isn't he? He's fine.
oh yeah,
Who's not been bullied as a kid?
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Me.
Sam was the bully.
Yeah, well,
You're
you
too
were
busy
the-
bullying people.
Yeah.
Walking
no one's-
up to them in your overalls being like, what the fuck's your problem?
Yeah. Check out these overalls. Not gonna wedgie me.
Sam, is that a giant fake iPhone in the back?
Yeah.
Is it?
No, it's a base. It's a base case.
Oh, basically.
Oh, okay, all right.
You guys want me to whip it out?
Yes.
All right. What else is going on?
So Twitter's like actually, it's like not working.
I mean, it's
It's working
still
fine, right?
There's weird stuff that's happening.
Yeah, I had some weird stuff happen to me. The other day, it like started trying to make me do two-factor authentication, even though I never have turned that on that. And then like it didn't work, and then like stopped asking me, and like I don't know, it was like not letting me in, and then just stopped, and it was fine again, and it was really weird.
Well, I think it was really interesting that he like did a tweet today or yesterday where it was like, hate speech and like bad stuff on Twitter is like you can do it, but it's not going to you're not going to be able to monetize it, and it's not going to be able to be pushed. It's not going to get leaned on. It's like, first of all, I don't disagree with that. Like
Right.
we should, but it's like that's not what your whole thing was when you bought it, right? Is you were going to be the guy that like let the gates down and let everything. Am I wrong about this? Am I missing something? It
No,
just feels like
you're right. Like because one of the first things he tweeted after it was official was like, comedy is legal again, which
Yeah.
is like, okay, but
And then he suspended Kathy Griffin or something, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then he says that thing that Zack was talking about, like yesterday or a couple days ago, and it was like to me it's just him being so slow to catch that everybody's turning on him, and then he's like trying to kind of like respond and maybe try and like plug the holes a little bit, but like it's so slow and he's so stupid that it just like everything he says is just dumber and dumber, I think.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
mean, you just realize. I feel like the older I get, the more I realize that really smart people can be really, really dumb. Obviously, I do think Elon Musk is a genius. I really think he probably has some insane IQ in certain things. I think the dude is a very gifted, talented, capable person, and then he's also a complete fucking child. And I think that. He just like thinks, and a lot of people get caught up where they think if I'm good at one thing, I must be good at everything.
Yeah.
And so I think he thinks because he's like this brilliant entrepreneur, he's also hilarious, hence the kitchen sink thing. And then that like he knows how to fix Twitter, which he doesn't. It's just, I don't know.
It's like when gas stations sell pizza. It's like, you guys just pick.
I mean, a lot of people are saying Elon's not a genius. No, he's not. No, he isn't. Yeah, I mean, guys, like, yeah, he kind of is. He's created Tesla and like sent a fucking rocket into.
He bought Tesla and he bought SpaceX, right? I mean, isn't that really what happened? And he bought other people's ideas, you know?
I just don't think you could just like buy your way into being the wealthiest man on the planet. I think at a certain point we have to give the man credit. Like, he's good at something,
right?
You know, he's not a total fucking idiot.
It is a feat.
Total idiot in this area.
He's good at getting talked about.
Yeah, you can't be like, oh, he's just the guy that like stepped up to be the wealthiest guy on the planet. Like, that's not something you could like just be like, oh, I have privilege, so I'm gonna take this position. You like by definition have to earn that in some way.
Yeah. And you also, I don't think, get to be a billionaire without exploiting the shit out of at least a few.
I agree with you too.
I
think so. Yeah.
Because I don't think there's any way to do it without that.
Wow, people are getting stirred up. This is
there's a lot of defenders of him, which is.
I'm not defending Elon.
No, I know you're not.
No, I think
fucking hate.
people are
No, I don't think you are. But I know there's people that are, and I'm not even looking at chat right now, but I assume some people are, and it blows me away because it's like, man, I'm just not from the era where you defend billionaires like for any reason.
Well, I think it's important what T-Mark03 just said. They wrote, "I'm horny," and that's a good point. When you think about it.
That is great.
Thank you.
That is actually the only important thing that's been said for a while.
Right.
Actually, though, like the Cube69 lover said, "God, I am so gay."
That's a great one. God, I am so gay.
That reminds me of
That is so gay.
when The Simpsons did that fake behind the music special.
I say that after I suck a dick.
Yeah, it like kisses all over his face. My God.
You guys remember we shot
into that statement?
We shot some old bits that we never used. That was Darren and Zack, and you're in bed. And like, I think it was you two guys, but one of you's laying down, and then Zack pops up next to, I think, Darren, and goes, "Man, you are so gay."
I don't remember
like that one thing you did. You guys don't remember those bits?
No.
All right, sorry.
But I do remember you blowing Darren in that video.
Yeah, that was years later. This was like early Darren, like right after we met him.
Yeah.
Was
Back
it?
when Darren was.
No, I thought that was later.
The "You Are So Gay" thing? We shot that.
Oh no, the "You Are So Gay" thing. Yeah, that was probably like.
And then the blowjob thing was after tour and stuff. Yeah.
But the
fake dildo that we. Why did we have it? Did we have it for that reason?
Timmy, we bought that fake dildo 2 weeks after we shot
and
that.
You practiced for weeks.
What the hell?
There hasn't been a fake dildo here for 20 years.
Yeah, that dildo died. In 1988.
That explains that taste I haven't been able to get rid of for like 25 years.
Ghost cum. Yeah.
Can I just say that that dildo died in 1988? Can I get a little? That's pretty fucking good. Right?
What was the bit? What was the bit of that?
So the bit of that was that I blew you in your sleep on tour? Wasn't that supposed to be what happened?
Yeah. So the bit was...
And the night before we were at a party, and I said I was going to go home and practice blowing it so that it looked good. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, very well.
I love that the bit is... So the bit is, we went on tour, and we videotaped Timmy raping you.
Yeah, that was like the bit. It was on... You were like pianos, and you guys start playing it. And I think I'm in the back, like, you guys don't play it or something, and someone holds me back or something.
Right.
Play it. And then, but yeah, you're right, Sam. Like in retrospect, the bit is like, yeah, our friend mouth raped our other friend, and it's really funny.
Oops. I remember that Kids in the Hall sketch when before the latest Amazon Prime one, like it's like they made another sketch trying to come back, and it was like, so what should we write a sketch about? And they're like, well, we could rape Kevin. And Kevin was like, no. And everyone's like, yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. We should rape Kevin.
Wow. That is fun. Fuck.
Whatever happened to
Killer
Charlie?
CBH says, whatever happened to Charlie Rose?
Yeah.
Did he get in trouble?
I think he got in trouble.
That's great.
He was like doing stuff to ladies, right?
Yeah, I think so. But on the Elon Musk thing, Now this might be a divisive thing, you know, but like he goes on and he says comedy's now legal. If he really had balls, what he would do is say Twitter has a comedy purge, and for 24 hours anything goes. Everything's funny.
Yeah, that's basically what 4chan is.
Yeah, true.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. You mean Purge as in like the Purge movies?
Say
Yeah,
everything.
the Purge,
Say every
yeah.
fucking nasty tweet you've ever wanted to say, and no one can cancel you.
Could I wear one of those like weird? I would still wear a weird mask.
There'll be
when I
no
wrote the-
repercussions.
Yeah, there
I
will be no
promise you.
repercussions.
I promise you guys.
No one can
Violence
say
any political figure.
Yeah.
the day after
Don't worry. This is
the
a
day
safe
after
zone.
the comedy purge.
Yeah.
It was the comedy purge. What?
Guys.
He said it was okay. Come on.
Can you imagine if that really happened?
Oh my god.
Like all the shit that would come and
is
like
a really-
everyone
Everybody
would
the
be
next
so
day would be like,
offended.
no, I
know
like Elliot Page. Everyone's like, nah, dude. Nah. We saw what you were
It would be a really funny idea, like to happen not just on Twitter, but if they just had a purge, but for making jokes. It was like for 24 hours, no one can get mad at you for anything you say.
like, I'm not technically allowed to get mad at you for what you said, but like,
Like, listen, man,
next
that
year
was
I'm
like
coming at you.
that was so racist.
Like politicians would be having debates and they're like, well, on the comedy purge you
Be like,
said
no,
this.
now,
It was
now.
the comedy purge.
No.
It was the comedy
The
purge.
moderator's like, now we are not going to talk about anything
Agreed.
that happened during the comedy purge.
It was a comedy purge. When he said that, he had one of those weird happy face masks on like they wear for the purge, and so you can't hold it against him.
But it happens in like a similar way where there's like cliques of rich people who get who are like, oh, I found the best like homeless guy's account. We can just make fun of him for a full day. This homeless guy's like, stop making fun of me. You're punching down.
When they made the second one of those movies, they're like, well, I think this whole thing's kind of run its course. Let's just let Frank Grillo shoot guys. And it's like, all right. They kind of stopped the social commentary.
Frank Grillo.
But Frank Grillo, underrated.
Is he? I don't know who that is.
I think
looks
he's
like,
appropriately rated.
Yeah, you think so? I like him. He's.
I mean, he's in,
he's
like,
a bunch of,
everything.
he's a B movie guy. He's in tons of stuff. He's in that bank robber movie Sam likes that you told me I should watch. That's like Stupid Heat. I haven't seen it yet.
Is he? No, he's not in Den of Thieves.
He's not in Den of Thieves. Oh,
No.
I'm getting him mixed up with that other
With
guy.
Pablo Schreiber.
Yeah, Gerard. Whatever.
Oh, Gerard Butler. Yeah.
Not
He's-
Gerard Way.
Yeah,
Gerard Butler.
Sam, what was
Frank
that- what was
Grillo's
that
a
movie?
Gerard Butler.
What was that movie we watched about a hurricane heist? That was fun.
Oh, you guys
Yeah,
watched
that
that? I've
was
always
fun.
wanted to see that.
Yeah, Sam came over
Hurricane
and we watched Hurricane
Heist?
Heist, and that was actually a really good time. That movie's
Yeah.
terrible.
That would be.
It's like a bad movie to
That's-
enjoy.
Real bad.
That's Rob Cohen, right? The guy that created Fast and the Furious.
I can't believe you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
He
sorry.
made he made that really ridiculous Bruce Lee biopic like about 20 years ago, maybe 25 years ago. Dragon, the Bruce Lee story.
Dragon,
The one with
story, right.
Brandon Scott Lee.
Which is, you
Yeah,
know,
who's
what's
not
really
related.
interesting?
I thought he was. He's not.
Have you
Yeah.
ever heard Tarantino go off on Bruce Lee
No.
and his
Did he do
family
it, like-
and his wife? Oh,
Did he do
he's
it
like,
because
was
of
this
the,
before?
like, you know, Tarantino like put Bruce Lee in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and makes
Yeah.
Bruce Lee look kind of like a loudmouth dickhead.
cocky guy? Yeah.
And he has been like very publicly been like, yeah, Bruce Lee is like a loudmouth dickhead, and his wife is a liar. Like, he is like really gone. Like, he's like, she is a liar, and like gone after him and his wife. And it's wild. It's like, oh, dude.
That's such a funny insult. It's like, you are a liar.
Well, he said it in a context of like she told a lie, according to him. I
Wow.
really don't know the whole
Well, because she kind of right after the movie came out, she kind of made a big deal about it,
Yeah,
and people
she
were
did.
kind of
She
upset
made
at
a
him
big
a little bit.
deal,
Yeah.
Any sexy Tarantino stories? Well, there I was bowling, and I'm not doing it.
I scrubbed my feet the other day. Is that a sexy Tarantino?
Wait, there was a Tarantino story that Andy, what was that guy's name? Andy that Chelsea used to hang out with. He used to have a show on MTV.
Milanakis?
Yeah, Andy Milanakis apparently was bowling with Tarantino. I don't know. This isn't even a very good story, but some fan came up to Tarantino and was like, "Oh my fucking god, I love your fucking movies. I fucking worship everything you do." And Tarantino goes, "I understand that you're a big fan of mine. I also understand that you're screaming in my face."
Well played. Well played.
That's
That's
funny.
the right way to handle that.
I went to a screening of Jackie Brown, and him and Pam Grier and Robert Forster were there, and it was like
wow.
not that many people, and they did a Q&A afterwards, and I was like, oh, I should do it. I should ask him a question, but I don't know the question to ask him, and I bet like no one was standing up, and I finally I stood up. I was the fourth person in line. And then the third person in line gets up and goes, "First of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Dave Randall. I'm a filmmaker, and I can't wait till we work together one day."
God.
And they were like, "Okay, can you ask a question?" He goes, so Jackie Brown has all these amazing characters. How'd you come up with them?" And he was just like,
"Dude,
it was based on a book and he'd been talking about how it's been based on a book for like the last half hour. It's like,
Which it also says in the credits of the movie you just watched. It's like, what the fuck's the matter with
But that guy, though, that you're talking about, he changed his name like 3 years later. I read about this. He changed his name to Darren Aronofsky. And apparently
Did anything ever happen with him?
I think he's made like 6 movies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the latest one?
The Whale?
The Whale.
Oh yeah.
With Brendan Fraser. Has anyone seen that? Is it out? I don't even know.
It's
No.
Fraser.
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 All right,
Fraser.
Dorian Black #1 wrote, "Tarantino once tried to give me his keys thinking I was the valet at a theater in LA. I had to tell him twice, I don't work here. And he just stared at me for a second and went, okay, well, where do I park?" I actually think that sounds like a true story.
That does sound
believe
true.
him.
That's like banal enough to be real.
Right.
That's like the Dave Rosinski story.
I don't know. I don't work here, A-Rod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God. No, I don't have kids, Matt Pinfield.
With Paul McCartney at Times Square, he bombed, bro.
Yeah, he bombed, bro.
He bombed. Yeah.
Dude, that time Sam and I had him on here, like he
Paul
fucked
McCartney?
with us the entire time. Do you remember, Sam? He was just like he continually kept changing which city he was streaming from. Do you remember he was saying that? He's like, I'm in Florida right now. No, I'm in Denver.
He's in Florida, and you're like,
Right, but then he
I
said-
can't tell if you're joking. And he's like, no, I'm in Denver.
Yeah, and we're like, what the fuck? And then he said somewhere else too. We're like, Dave, all right, man.
Yeah, you never know what that guy
Crazy.
Yeah.
He's unique.
I was driving around to LA with him, and he kept on going, this place looks like bedrock. I can't believe it.
Like, what are you
like the
talking
Flintstone
about?
City.
The Flintstone City. He's like, it looks
No,
like
I know what
bedrock.
bedrock is. I'm like, what in LA looks like bedrock?
Well, no, I was double checking. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, what does look like bedrock there?
I guess the hills? I guess there's mountains.
There's
Oh,
rocks.
were you guys
yeah.
driving around the set of the '90s Spielberg film, The Flintstones?
Oh.
That might be it.
See, that makes more sense. Why is that still up? That was a movie.
Did
Was
Spielberg?
it?
He produced it or something?
He directed it.
No.
Yeah, he
What?
did.
No.
Yeah, dude. The Flintstones. He directed that shit.
I bet you money that he didn't.
All right.
No.
I don't
much,
know for
Sam? How
sure.
much you
I don't.
betting?
I could be wrong.
Get your
Like,
nuts on the table.
I could be wrong. I would bet $20.
All right.
I'll bet $1 because Timmy's so confident.
Yeah, Timmy's wrong.
I am.
Yes.
Hit
Okay,
me
who
up on
was
Venmo.
It's
It was
directed by
Clint
Brian
Eastwood.
Levant.
Clint Eastwood directed The Flintstones.
Timmy, you have Steven Spielberg directed the Flintstones movie?
Well, it is
He
really
produced
good.
it. He produced it.
Yeah,
I thought.
yeah.
All right, Sam. I'll
That's-
send you $20.
I figured it was something like
He
that.
also, I think, he was involved in it,
It
though,
was
like
produced
heavily.
by Bruce Cohen. I mean, maybe Amblin might have gone through Amblin somehow.
Well, whatever.
He had his-
All right.
Hey, and I'm not saying that he had nothing to do with the Flintstones. It was just a fun bet to make.
You're right.
Let's make more bets. So
No.
bet me something.
So wait, how much
All
does everybody owe everybody else right now? Timmy
I owe
owes Sam $20.
I owe Sam $20. Do other
Aaron,
people?
I owe you nothing.
No, you owe me $1.
You owe him $1 for what?
No, Timmy, you owe me $1.
I owe you $1 for what?
I bet $1 that you were wrong.
I'll give you
now?
$1.
I didn't agree to it.
I'll give
I didn't
you.
even hear you say that. I'm
Before
sorry.
the answer came out.
I'll give you $1 of my 20.
No.
All right,
I'm
we got
honored. I will
$20
honor.
in play. Sam, let's see. Can I win that 20 off you?
I
Somebody
will
give us
honor the
like
bet.
a
Sit
movie
there.
trivia question. First person to answer correctly gets the $20.
Okay. And it
Timmy,
can't
will
be
you- will
about
you be the
Barbarian.
judge?
Man, I'm gonna lose.
It can. It can.
What sandwich should I eat? Shooting day 32 of Barbarian.
I'm waiting for their trivia question. No one's got a good trivia question. Have you seen the
Who
Red
directed
Letter media
Jaws?
video?
What
I did see it. Yeah.
How'd it go?
I don't know. I don't know what to make of those guys. I don't know.
I don't know what to make of those guys either.
I like.
What was the
rarely
name of the
agree
car
with
from
them.
Cars? Lightning McQueen.
What's that?
Lightning McQueen. Someone said, "What was the name of the car from Cars?" And that car is Lightning McQueen.
So you're just reading until you see a question that you know the answer to, and then you
It's
read
the
it.
first
Movie
one.
trivia. Who directed Nightmare Before Christmas?
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton.
Yeah, he produced it. He didn't direct it.
Ah.
Wow.
It was
I've been getting that
Steven
wrong.
Spielberg.
for years.
Yeah, he fucking. Come on.
It was Brian Levant. That motherfucker. Yeah, it was Henry Selick.
Does Brett Ratner make movies anymore?
Oh, he got in trouble too, didn't he?
Yeah, he got canceled.
You got Me Too'd?
Oh yeah. Well,
I can see that.
he was. I mean, he was doing bad things and got outed during the Me Too movement. Yeah.
What about the who is the director that had a weird name like 2EO or
McG?
Mick G.
Yeah,
2EO.
thank you, Sam.
How
I was
did
way
you-
off.
How did you get
Two
that?
EO. Were you
Who's the
thinking about
director of that
Captain? Were
weird
you thinking about
name?
Captain EO
2EO.
starring?
I think that's the closest.
McG?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding?
You talking about Captain EO starring the posthumously canceled Michael Jackson?
I'm so amazed that Sam actually could save me from that tragic
I'm
wreck.
bewildered.
I was
That's
I always-
Crazy.
I always
that director with
associate
that weird
McG
name.
with what's his name, Brett Ratner.
Yeah, they were
yeah.
the same thing. You're right. Is he
does he
For some
make
reason,
any
I give
more
McG more credit.
right? I think McG does still do stuff, and I think Zach, you're right. He has a little bit more of like a personal touch to his stuff than Brett Ratner does. You know, he's a little bit more of a knows what he's doing.
Terminator Salvation.
All right, here's a trivia.
Charlie's Angels movies are kind of fun.
Yeah, here's a trivia question. It's multiple choice. McG or Brett Ratner? Who directed Charlie's Angels?
Brett Ratner.
It's McG.
Brett Ratner. It was McG.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Oh, you don't even know?
the old ones,
I already
And
know.
I'm pretty sure.
not the more recent. The more
I
recent
think-
one.
I go,
All right.
fuck,
That's
is
a
this?
that's a good trivia question.
It is.
You gotta know the answer to it, dude.
No, I'm just saying that's an insanely like it's a hard one. It's one where you're like, I know that, but it's still like really hard. You guys owe Sam $10,000 now.
It is McG.
And his real name is Joseph McGinty Nickel. So he picked the silliest part of his name
He probably hates his last name. He
and
hates
turned it into
McGinty.
McG.
He doesn't want anybody saying that.
He's from Kalamazoo.
Michigan.
That's right, Sam. $20 to Sam from somebody.
Um,
Have you ever tried to watch Charlie's Angels? I have not.
No. I've heard that the old ones are good, are like fun, you know, good, but I don't know.
Like the old ones, like the 2001.
Yeah, those are the ones he made. The Bruce
three.
Barrymore, Drew Barrymore.
Apparently, Bill Murray made Lucy Liu break down and cry a lot.
I heard that too. I just saw that on something. She was doing an interview about something else. Yeah.
Did Aziz's movie just get completely like canceled because of Bill Murray? I think so.
That's
think,
where
like,
I was reading that.
Production halted and has not resumed and it's not.
Yeah, they've said they're still gonna do it, I guess, but I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
what Here's movie trivia. What is the sequel to Chinatown called?
The Two Jakes. Beat you to it. What is the prequel called?
The Flintstones.
Easy Rider.
Son of Flubber.
Son of
Kind of made a
Flubber.
similar joke. We all pick different movies that are unrelated.
Someone said, can you name the main cast of A Perfect Storm? The main cast of The Perfect Storm.
George Clooney.
George
Mark
Clooney.
Wahlberg.
Yeah.
And John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly's? Okay.
And name a woman in that movie?
Mary Elizabeth
Steenburgen.
Antonio.
Mary Steenburgen sounds good. I'm gonna say Elizabeth Shue, just out of curiosity.
I will say Charlize Theron.
I say Mary Elizabeth Master Antonio, but like I'm trying to think of that.
Too young.
The woman from Abyss.
Deborah
What's that?
Ferrantino.
Oh yeah, who was that? I like her. She was good. Why did she go away? I feel like she didn't do very
She
much.
got canceled.
Oh, everyone was saying that the chick from Mando got canceled. What was her name?
I don't even know what Mando is.
Mandalorian.
The Gina Carano.
Gina
I heard
Carano.
about that.
Yeah.
The army lady. She's like the buff.
She's like the
person?
commando lady from
Yeah, she's like a
Mandalorian.
stunt person or something like that.
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
an MMA fighter. And,
Yeah.
actually, her first movie was a pretty good Steven Soderbergh movie called Haywire, where it was like she was just her acting's was never great. So in Haywire, she just beats up like Ian McGregor. She fights Antonio Banderas, Channing Tatum, just like all these like awesome, handsome, good actor men, and she's like beats the shit out of them. Which is it's a good story, but. Anyways, but when she got canceled on Mando, I mean, she just kind of, it's like she deliberately would just like, yeah, I'm just going to go down, She went on Twitter, started talking smack about trans people, and then doing weird comparisons to the Holocaust or something, right?
So Gina Carano was in what's that? My Son Hunter.
Yeah,
the Hunter
yeah.
Biden
She
movie.
didn't get canceled. She's fine. She's in a hit movie about Hunter Biden.
Is that a movie?
Dude, Sam showed the trailer in Trailer Boys a couple months ago. It's produced by what is it? Daily Wire, that right-wing website.
Yeah, I think that's
Who's that little shitty guy? Ben Shapiro.
Ben
remember?
Shapiro. Yeah. So she was in a movie for them before that, or I guess around the same
she's
time,
done two.
called Terror on the Prairie, and the ad campaign for it was like, "You thought Gina Carano was canceled? Well, she's back." Uncanceled and better than
A
ever.
great way to bring somebody back.
The cancel thing is so funny. Like,
Yeah,
look
Zack
at
could have had that.
You thought she was canceled? Well,
Yeah.
She's back.
I like the people that thought you cast that woman.
Oh, no.
Where you were like, let's see. Oh, she drugged twinks? Perfect.
Yeah. Let me put her in my movie about sexual aggression.
Oh man. People keep asking if Darren's seen Barbarian. We already said you haven't, right? You have not.
I'm seeing it tonight.
Oh man, are you excited?
Very excited.
That's like when an alcoholic is like, I'm getting sober in the morning.
That's what I keep doing to
Sober.
Moortown, being like, yeah, Zucchini Boys will come back next week. It's been like, forever. This just reminds me of that app. There's an app, Just Watch, I use to look up.
I use that app.
Oh yeah, I love it. So if you look up The Crow, like when you look up a movie on there, it's always a picture on the top from the movie. The picture of The Crow is like Brandon Lee holding the shotgun. It's like, oh, great choice for the, like when he fucking died, like, good choice, everybody. Because
So is that why
a long time.
that's why you posted that? I was wondering.
Yeah.
didn't
And
know what
that's
that
one of
meant.
those things where I'm like, I know a lot of people would get it, but I just thought it was funny, so I posted. But yeah, he died like in that shot. So I was like, yeah,
So
that's
Just
great.
Watch is like an app, like it has an algorithm and it says you should watch this.
No,
It's like
a
social
search
network.
engine.
Oh wait, no, Just Watch. I was thinking
You're thinking
of
the
Letterboxd.
letterbox. Just Watch is you can search across streaming apps to see.
Does Letterboxd do that also or not?
Well, Letterboxd hooks up to Just Watch, and actually sometimes.
Oh, does they link? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, if you look up a movie on Letterboxd and scroll down to where it says where to watch, it takes you to Letterboxd or to Just Watch. God, I get them confused all the time.
Because my watch list is on Just Watch, but I feel like
what
Letterboxd has a better interface.
Yeah,
This really is turning into dads on the internet. Like,
it really is.
Who gives a
we have one more dad, and we just sit around going like, now what's this technology?
What's this new app?
Fuck off.
How's it work?
Hey, what am I doing? I'm hanging out on the internet with a bunch of dads.
You are,
Yeah,
man.
you are.
You're the only cool one. You just put out a fucking hit movie. You're cool. You have no kids, and you're just spending your
hanging out with
Saturday
dads?
hanging out with a bunch of dads.
Yeah.
Bored.
Like if Zack wasn't here, it truly would be that, Sam.
It's just us. Like, have you guys? You ever used Netscape? You ever go back and check out Netscape? What was the other one everybody had back then? You get the CDs for AOL.
AOL, yeah.
Netscape. There's another one. I can't. I had like a Lighthouse. Or is that Netscape?
Prodigy? Oh yeah, Prodigy.
Prodigy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you guys ever play Civilization when it
Yeah.
like that was like one of the first games like Prodigy and you
Hell
could
yeah.
like get the CD-ROMs and plug it in?
Resident
I'm doing a
Evil.
whole new setup here, like a whole new desk setup at my house.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I realized? I have a nice laptop, and my desktop that I've been using forever is like 7 years old. It's really slow. I put it on the ground over there. I got a monitor, and I use my laptop as the hard drive now for the monitor. Have you guys? Do you know about this? You get a bigger monitor. I got like a nice
Good
thing.
idea.
I'm going all out. So I've got the I got one of these lights above the screen here.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty fun, pretty cool.
Yeah.
My art.
Cool.
And I got like new speakers.
Cool.
Really
Nice.
kind of cool. I'm trying to like get my space.
So do you just
I've been watching
turn
a
the
lot of videos of
laptop
people,
screen
like,
off
talking
then, or
about
it doesn't
how
even? I suppose it doesn't even come up, right?
What's that?
Does the laptop screen even turn on then, or no?
When it just acts like a normal computer. So if I jiggle the mouse, the laptop screen never turns on.
Right,
It's
right,
just
right.
Yeah, no.
So glad you pulled it out, Sam, before I
Did it?
Slap in the bass. Here we go.
Should I go get my accordion? It's right there.
Sam, this doesn't work for anybody.
I
You
love
can't
it.
do that.
I
There's
love
no
it.
good.
It's great. It's great.
Oh boy.
Can't
All right.
go
Well,
wrong.
I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Very cool. Oh, Sam, truly death. This is like absolute death.
Plug it
Yeah,
in.
put it away. Go ahead.
Plug it in.
Go ahead, put it away, buddy.
Please plug it in.
No.
Plug it in, dude. Put on.
There's something that you know what I fucking hate? That face people make when they're playing a guitar or bass. That face of like concentration, where it's like the
That's-
light of consciousness like turns out, and they're just like,
Yeah.
boom, boom. And it's just like they let their eyes glass over. and
Well,
it's like,
that's why-
I'm doing this.
That's why bands have drummers, so you can watch the drummer's face and ignore their faces, because drummers always have an awesome face.
Ah.
Yeah, that guy. Remember that old YouTube video we used to watch? The guy fucking jamming it during. Was it a wedding or
Oh
something?
yeah.
Yeah, that guy rules.
That guy
Forgot
fucking
about that.
ruled.
That was a great
They're
video.
playing like ZZ Top or something. Yeah, dude. He's like,
He was really just dancing. Ah!
yeah, just go. He's like doing the windmill cymbals and everything.
I just
Yes,
ripped my
yeah.
headphones out so hard that they broke.
Right.
Oh fuck!
Oh.
Oh man.
Wait. Oh, were those new too, along with the other stuff, or no?
Ah, no, these are like my best headphones.
Oh shit.
Zack, I hate when people enjoy their hobbies.
There's a time and a place. There's a time and a place.
That's funny.
You can enjoy your hobby all you want, not when you're fucking streaming with me.
Sam, do you surf anymore?
I haven't gone out in a while. I've been jogging. But
Will you take
yeah.
my brother surfing?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, totally.
Okay, cool. I'll,
Does your brother live out there?
Yeah, he lives in LA now.
Oh, cool.
Man,
What part of LA?
Lincoln Heights. You know where that is? It's not far. It's like I think it's a little north and east of Glendale.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it either.
That's probably. I mean, if it's north and east of Glendale, it's close to me.
Yeah. It's not far on the map.
I'll be right back.
I gotta bounce, guys.
Okay.
Good seeing you, Darren.
You, buddy.
Have a good rest of the show.
Enjoy the time zone, man.
I will. It's
We're in the
awesome.
same time zone.
By the way, Chad, I love meeting at this time because I'm awake.
Yeah.
When you guys see me, I'm always like barely hanging on.
Right.
So.
Oh yeah, because it is only 6 whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's not like always midnight, 1, 2 in the morning. So. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.
You too, man.
Love you, Darren.
Have fun and enjoy the movie.
Will do. I'll text you.
And if you don't go, just lie about it afterwards.
Okay, I'll be like, it was so spooky.
Any dinos? Oh, Zack.
Oh, Zack. Good one.
I need to come up with a name for my production company that I'm starting. Can I
Monkey
throw some of
Paws.
my name to you guys? Tell me what you think.
I got a name for you.
Okay.
Thunder Boy.
Thunder Boy. Do you mean Wonder Boy? Like the
Or
jokes
Wonder
that we
Boy.
always talk
Yeah.
about?
Wonder
Oh,
Boy. Yeah. It was the lightning bolt that threw me off. Yeah.
Amblin also.
God damn it. So frustrated.
Someone says newsboy.
Newsboy?
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Alright, well I guess I can't use the headphones.
Samco Productions.
What else is going on, guys?
What about this? Definitely not child porn productions.
Someone says Whoretown Productions. Can you call it Whoretown?
I could. I won't, but I sure could. Probably.
Local Sex Spot LLC. Someone says Black Doctor and the Mexican Tits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you want to do that.
What about you should name it something so it sounds like you're like a Christian production company, like First Light Productions or
Yeah. Renew or like some, Resurrection Productions.
Good Faith Productions, not bad. Wow,
Oh.
Zack. Oh, you know what? Wow, Zack is a pretty good one.
Wow, Zack is
I don't
pretty
think I
good.
want
Someone
my
says
name
Doctor Company.
Doctor Company.
Production Boys.
Production Boys is funny with a Z.
That is pretty funny.
all right. Sully Vegan has a good suggestion. Big Floppers Productions.
Big Fat Natchies.
Do you say Big Fat Natchies? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I've never heard that term before. Big Fat Natchies?
Ryan Hansen used to say that all the time.
Natchies.
Like once we played charades, and every time anyone was doing anything, you'd just be like, "Big Fat Natchies, Big Fat Natchies."
Wasn't he just in that Shudder movie that I watched? Who Invited Them? Was he in that?
I don't know.
I feel like he was.
My dogs are barking. That's a good one. Child Bride Productions. Oh no.
I missed my
yeah.
kids 420 production.
It's my kids 420.
That's
funny.
from one of our sketches, right?
No, it's one of our fans. It's a I Miss My Kids 420 is a Whoretown, a Dolicker.
That's
I thought that was a reference to something from that one we're in like a science class and Trevor's parents are getting divorced or something. No, I could be making it up.
Maybe.
Sam Hamage says that was from Sad Sucks Saturday. Okay.
Ever
Acting
seen
Productions.
Speak No Evil? Yes, I have. Have you guys seen Speak No Evil? It's on Shudder.
Is that
Danish?
the one with? No. I was thinking.
Oh, you should watch it.
Is it newer?
Yeah. Came out
No,
recently.
I haven't seen it. I've been meaning to.
Very good.
What's that one? Don't Say a Word. Where it's with the blind guy.
Don't breathe.
Don't Breathe. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, and they made a
Friends with
sequel.
the director of that movie.
What?
That one
I'm
seems
friends
crazy.
with the director of Don't Breathe. He lives like caddy. Like our houses are almost touching each other.
Is that Fede Alvarez? Is that who directed that? Okay.
I heard there's a cum boiling scene in that movie.
I don't think it's boiling.
He heats it up. He heats it up.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. A cum simmering
There's
scene.
a cum warming scene. I don't know what you're talking about.
A cum warming.
Cum warming scene.
You're
that's
crazy.
That's
he
like a
doesn't
really
boil the cum. He just reheats.
Oh, it was inevitable. Someone says Dog Jerks Incorporated.
Cum warming sounds like a really sentimental porno. Oh, that was really cum warming.
Aww.
Aw.
Yeah, the first porno with a lot of aww.
That was really cum warming how the bang bus dropped that woman off at that place she was actually going to.
Yeah. They dropped her off to see her grandma. Oh.
That really warms my jizz. 8 Spoke
That was
Productions.
really cum warming
that's
how we
funny.
hired that other actress to pretend she was your sister walking in on us. That was really cum warming. Someone complained on a YouTube comment recently that we talk about porn too much on these recently.
Oh yeah, I saw that. You know, it's so funny. I saw that comment. They're like, I'm not like a prude or anything. I'm just frustrated that they never put anything out, and then when they do, they talk about porn for like 70% of it. And I was like,
Now we already did.
first of all, we didn't talk about it for 70%. Second of all, you are a prude.
Well, so as we established, 75% of us are dads, and
Dads love.
dads.
All right.
At least once you know, I don't know if Sam's at that stage because you got to have the baby around all the time. But once you can like make him go to bed. Yeah.
I mean, maybe the
Big old
person.
porn fest. Is that what you're saying?
What now?
Then it's just a big porn fest.
Oh yeah, just get it. Especially now that I have a whole house that's like far away, you can scream. You know?
Wow.
There is the
You put
reality.
a sock on the door for Margaret when you're gonna jerk off. when Daddy's sock is on the door, don't open.
He's having a meeting with himself.
When I have a sock on the door, I'm in here with a woman up here.
Daddy's imagining a woman when he puts his sock on the door.
Right.
That's fucking funny to me.
That would be, you know, she's not at the age anymore where she would just randomly say shit like that, but that'd be such a fucking funny thing for like a 5-year-old kid to just at the grocery store with her mom like, Dad puts a sock on the door and he's imagining a woman. Oops.
It is really funny that this person was like, all right, I've got to say something. I've got to say something about them talking about porn too much. They say it and we're like, oh, well, fuck you then.
Yeah.
Guess what? Just because you said that, we're talking about it even more.
They're still watching. They're just like,
I think, you know,
I can't stop because I'm the one who made the comment.
like, you know, with all of us out there on the internet, I feel like a lot of comments eventually get read, and I think a lot of people aren't always used to that. You know, like, oh, these guys are actually reading the comments that we say, you know, or like on Reddit the other day.
I really don't read them. I
Well,
happen to read that one.
Right, yeah, exactly. And I don't often either, but sometimes you happen upon them. And on Reddit the other day, someone posted something from Dating Game where it said me being from Watertown, South Dakota, and someone said, does he live, or is he from there, or something like that. And I responded and said, like, yes, he is. And he was living in New York when they made this, but he lives there again. And someone was like, what's your source? And then someone else said, that's actually Timmy. They're like, oh. They're like, what's your source? I was like, I could say something. I'm like, I'm just not going to say anything and let them see if they can figure it out or whatever. But, you know. Plus, on the Reddit, our pictures are there, but I guess it could be anybody.
What's your source? My GPS.
I look out the window and I get depressed. So then I know I'm still here. I'm just kidding. It's all right, I guess. It's fucking cold already.
Did I tell you about the thing that happened to me after the stand-up show I did right before Halloween?
No, I didn't know you were doing stand-up shows again. That's cool.
So it's a weird story because it involves I did a stand-up show at a pumpkin patch. And it was there's these people I know. They were like, "Hey, let's do these pop-up stand-up shows at different like funny places where we can throw a party." And they rented out a pumpkin patch and asked me and Emily to do the show. And so we're like, "Yeah, sure." And we go up there, and someone's like, "Yeah, it's the second stand-up show at the pumpkin patch." And it's like, "Oh, that's weird. That's a weird joke to make." Turns out, the place got double booked. There was 2 stand-up shows going off at the same stand-up show at the same time.
At the same pumpkin patch?
Is terrible at their job.
So basically, what happened was
insane.
these people rented out the pumpkin patch, and then someone else was like, "Hey, can I rent the pumpkin patch for a stand-up show?" And they're like, "Yeah, you're good. On this date?" They're like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Yeah, you're good." Because they thought it was the other people. But anyways, I'm leaving the show afterwards, and there's a friend of mine who I'm like joking around with, and she's like walking me and Emily to our car, and I just keep on turning to her and go, "I don't know you, don't talk to me." And we're walking away from the show, and Emily goes, "Sam, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm just fucking with Danielle." And she's like, "No, you said that right when that guy smoking a cigarette was looking at you." So apparently, this guy thought I looked right at him and said, "I don't know you, don't talk to me," and then walked away.
Like he was gonna approach you.
I looked
like,
back, and this guy, like the whole time, was like smoking his cigarette, like looking over at me, like, "What the fuck?"
You know what's weird is like I wouldn't give a shit if I'd said that to a person. I don't know. Don't talk to me. What is the problem?
It just happens, I guess. You know, sometimes.
Funny.
Sam, so between the Pumpkin Patch comedy show and your overalls, I feel like you've stumbled into like the Waltons alternate universe and are broadcasting from there now, or maybe like you become a Peanuts character.
I'm down for it. I'm embracing it. This isn't the last pair of overalls that you've seen Sam Brown own.
Oh shit! Well, you know, when you get into clothing, you go all out. So I'm guessing you have like 5 pair of overalls.
Here's the thing. My butt crack, say goodbye to it. So I'm gonna wear overalls now.
I didn't even get a chance, man. You could have done like one more like last tour, like stop, you know, go on a road trip, stop by here, and just drop your wallet one day, and just be like, "Well, Timmy, say."
Gonna pick this up.
And I'd be like, "Margaret, don't look, don't look, don't look."
Oh, do we have any donos?
Oh, we should be looking at that, shouldn't we? I think I got.
I can't. I'm on a new computer. I can't get into the thing.
I can give you an Authy code if you need it, but I can get it.
Right
Okay.
now.
Someone Deluki donated $20. Says, "Hey guys, Barbarian is me and my friend Coop's favorite movie of the year.
Thank you.
AJ Heads Rise Up." All right.
Hell yeah! All my AJ heads.
Dude, is that going to become a thing? AJ was right.
AJ died for our sins.
Keep up the quality stream. So excited to see the movie. Peace and love. Thank you, Deluki. Sparkle Pony 3 donated $50. I got fired for asking Timmy a question on Twitter about Halloween movies. I remember when you said that, Sparkle Pony.
Why'd you get
Wait,
fired?
what?
I was streaming. I think when I was doing video games or something by myself, and they were watching me and they were asking me questions, and then they got in trouble and got fired.
Sounds like their job sucked.
Yeah, I guess. And they say, "Well, I got a new job and can send you all some sweet dough. Thanks for the years of laughs, gentlemen." They donate $50.
Thanks very much.
Yeah. Getting High with Dinosaurs donated $20. Says, "So Twitter will probably not actually go away, but just in case it does, has anyone with the ability to do so done the download archive option for Trevor's account? It would suck if all his tweets disappear forever." That's a great
I was
idea.
thinking about that.
You know what?
Yeah.
Maybe we should talk to. Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
that
figure
is.
it out.
thank you for bringing that up, and thank you for the $20.
Yeah,
Getting
good
High with
call.
I
Dinosaurs.
think there might be a way to actually do it without being. There's like a service you can pay $20
Without
to.
being logged in.
Sam, you'll like this next one. Frosted Waffle Stomper donated $10. Says, "I've never been more attracted to Sam than before tonight. The striped shirt. I've never seen a man exude more virility. And good God, the only reason he's wearing those overalls is to hide his 4-foot hog.
Hell yeah.
Forget his
Goddamn
net
right
worth.
he is.
What about his
Sam,
net
Flash
girth?
that hog. Show the people what we're working with.
Okay.
Get us banned, Sam. Do it.
It's funny. It has a zipper.
Oh, M12 Sarge donated $50. Has been a while since I donated. Are you guys still raising money for a movie, aka drugs? Yes. Thanks for 2 years of awesome shows. Thank you. $50. Very cool.
Thank you so much. $50. That's very generous. Thank you.
Yeah, and then Smoke with Dinosaurs donated $4.20. Said, been ending some underground rap shows in Texas with Smoking Weed with Dinosaurs. I gotta send y'all some footage of some crazy kids moshing hard to Trevor's bars. Whitest Kids is for the children.
Very cool.
I want to see people moshing to bars. Trevor's bars, yeah. Thank you for the donations, everybody. We really appreciate it. And we don't really have a solid update yet right now, right, Sam?
No, yeah.
So you said don't ask. Sorry. But we're still, the money's
look, the update we can give is that, believe me, guys, we have not abandoned Mars. It's going to happen. It's just, it's slow at the moment, and we're trying.
Yeah. And the money donated is still going directly to paying the finishing of the animation.
The movie is still coming. Still coming.
It's still coming.
Yes. I didn't spend all the money on dope.
No, he spent it on overalls. The 5,000
very fancy overalls.
5,000. Yeah, he bought it from the same guy that made Jaden Smith's white Batman suit.
It's a birthday present.
Oh, they were. Okay.
Yeah.
How was your birthday? Your birthday was not that long ago. Hey, when Darren just had his birthday too.
Oh, did he? I didn't say happy birthday.
Yeah, I forgot to as well.
Should we call him up? Get him back here?
Wait till we are pretty sure he's in the movie and then call him.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you won't miss any twists. Anyways, just...
Is that it for the donuts?
That's all I have for now. Okay. Yeah.
Thanks, everybody, for that.
Yes. Appreciate it. I want to... let me show these 2 pictures that I found. I think they're funny. I was mentioning them earlier. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so... now, I don't normally share pictures of my kid, but this is like 10, 11 and a half years ago when she was a tiny, tiny baby, so I don't think it matters anymore. So when she was like a month old, we went to Florida, and we went to the Everglades, and we were walking through, and she started screaming. So before I took care of her or changed her whatever she needed, I got this picture, and of her just screaming in the Everglades. And then... about a month, I think it's a great picture. And then about a month later, I was like, you know what? Because a month later, we were driving to South Dakota to move back there. And I was like, I need to, let's do this again. Let's stop here. And we'll hang out here for a while until she starts crying, and then I'll get another picture. And so that's when I got this picture.
Is that called Devil's Horn, or what is it?
Devil's Tower, right?
Devil's Tower, right.
And my daughter and I were watching Close Encounters last weekend, and she'd never seen it before, and, Devil's Tower's in it, and she's like, I've been there before. I'm like, yeah, you have. She knows she's been there. She doesn't remember, but I just thought, that's I wanted that picture to happen, so anyway.
So wait, how old is she there?
There? Let's see, it says October 3rd, so she was... almost 3 months old.
How old is she now, Timmy?
11 and a half.
11 and a half. Oh, damn.
That's crazy.
Dude, yeah, I did the sex talk a couple months ago. She's, there. She's doing, she walks home and
7 years. She's gonna be out of there.
Dude, it's crazy. Yeah.
Don't put those sentences.
What?
Don't go. I did the sex talk. She's doing stuff.
I meant that was a bad moment. But I meant she's doing stuff that older kids do. She comes home, lets herself in, has food, whatever. I'm just shit. I've always said parenting is the pursuit of uselessness. So it's kind of I'm getting there. But she's really short still, way shorter than me. So she still needs me to get stuff down. So,
but if once she figures out stools, dude, you're.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I've been hiding stool technology from her for a long time. She's like, "Is there a way to get up?" No, there's not. If you're not tall enough, you just can't get those cups.
One day you're gonna come in the kitchen at 2 a.m. She's gonna be on a stool, and you'll be like, "How long has this been going on?" She's like, "I didn't let you."
Where did you get this? Where did you get this? I learned it from watching you.
Yeah, make sure she never sees the mountain of chair sketch.
What are you doing? You're raising yourself above the ground using four-legged contraptions? It's like how Trevor one time years ago told me he had an idea for like when he had a kid, like to always hide the television from the kid for like the first like 10 years of its life. And then one day it comes down and you just have the TV on. They're like, what the fuck is this? I wish there had been a way to really do that to somebody. You know, there's no way to. How would you keep anybody, unless you're Amish, how would you keep anybody from seeing a TV, you know?
Yeah. What'd you do with like TV screens and your baby?
I personally tried to kind of avoid it, you know, and it's weird because like even when she was like 2, you know, we were at the hospital once when Margaret was 2. I think my grandpa was in or something. Anyways, we were in a waiting room. And she started kind of getting impatient. One of my aunts just like takes her phone and like puts it in her face and it's like I was just like, she doesn't need to do that, you know, like. But no. As she got older, it was just kind of like, well, it's around, you know. But the first like 2 years of her life, I kind of tried to. A couple years, you know, I tried to kind of avoid doing it. And since then, I've never really used it. My whole thing about TV is it's not a babysitter, and that like as far as like I watch stuff with her, and I feel like a kid can handle anything else. Yeah.
Skipping that.
I just wanted to know.
I'm obeying a chat thing, guys.
Thank you, Timmy.
Yeah, sure.
I was personally asking you that.
I know you were. I was answering your question. How dare I?
So we're not allowed to use skip tokens?
No, you can use skip tokens.
Okay.
That was more for chat. If they're telling you to do it, then that's chat's problem.
Yeah, you can use skip tokens if this is Twitter Purge.
Wait. Twitter Purge. Now hold on. During Twitter Purge, you would not get to use skip tokens, right?
I guess anything goes.
No, you sure can. You can do anything you want.
Okay, but what if at the end of that story I was going to say some fucked up shit?
Then you would be okay to say it.
Right, but you skipped me and then I couldn't say it. You know what I mean?
The thing is, I'm allowed to use my skip token whenever, and on Twitter Purge, you're allowed to override the skip token.
Okay, so on Twitter Purge, and this time I just kind of ignored it because I was almost done anyways. But so on Twitter Purge, is there a Purge token?
What would that be?
What would the Purge token do?
I don't know, man. Just let you override the skip token?
You just don't listen to the skip token. You just override it. You just
don't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Timmy.
Mm-hmm.
This will get skip token pretty quick, but I started playing Marvel Snap.
Oh, where's my skip tokens?
Yeah.
What is that even? I don't know what that is.
It's like Marvel's Magic the Gathering app.
You know, they had their own actual version cards of a game in the 90s called Overpower. It was a terrible card game. The only people that ever really got the Magic... There was a company that made a really great Star Wars game, a card game, but besides that, like, no one ever really got the Magic thing, you know?
You should get Marvel Snap.
I don't want to. Is it fun? I'm sorry, is it fun?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, card games on a phone. I've never... My daughter and I play Magic all the time, and she's getting pretty good at it. But I don't like playing it on a screen. You know, I don't like board games on a screen. Although we used to play Uno on Xbox Live. Me, you, Trevor, Amy, Matt, Coates, probably. I don't know, Zach. Did you ever play Uno with us?
No.
I knew the answer was no, but I wanted to get it out there. That was fun. Uno was a great video card game.
Do you remember, man, that when we all got Xboxes and played Call of Duty?
Yeah.
That was the best. That was good.
That was the best. That was like the
great.
best video game experience of my life.
Yeah. And
that's why the pandemic was so fun, because everybody was playing Warzone at the same time. It was like the whole country was just like, I guess we're all gonna play Warzone.
Right.
And it was and it was like a gigantic snow day that lasted for a year.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It really was.
Slowly got more and more depressing.
Back when what did we play? We played Call of Duty.
Died. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, like if the snow killed like 1,000 people a day
Right.
in every state.
It'd be like what a snow day was like in caveman times when they didn't know how to do it, and so it killed a lot of them.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were like, you need to wear coats and come inside. They're like, you can't tell me not to wear a coat.
Dead cavemen to be stored.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's convenient because they can just.
And then like this other caveman who was like really could have like helped a lot to stop everything, but this caveman just like spread all these lies about the snow.
It's not that cold. It's not that cold.
And succeeded in getting all these like at least half the cavemen to be like, there is no snow.
Right. It's no different than a normal cold. That's what they would say. It's no different than a normal cold.
There was clearly snow everywhere.
When you wear this coat, you're basically becoming a slave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't wear the coat.
How dare you tell me to put a jacket on my child? I just don't want your child.
And that's why there's not as many people in South Dakota, because the cavemen died because they wouldn't wear coats. Makes a lot of sense.
Wait, Trump's back on Twitter? Is that true?
Oh, did he get sent? I think they were letting him back on, right? But
what do you guys think? What do you think? Trump 2024? You think he's going to get the nominee?
I don't know, man.
I don't think so.
It's
you don't think?
I don't know. I think he's like starting to. I think they're really starting to realize like he's a kook.
Here's the thing.
A lot of people still don't.
Never underestimate that guy.
Right, that's the problem. Yeah, like it's
always surprise you.
Like I straight up could not. I don't even have a guess for that. You know what I mean? I have no idea.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though. Like it does not matter for him. Like. He's like, sure, yeah, it would be fucking great to be president and be able to, like, you know, spite all my enemies and
right.
Let the streets flow with blood once more, and
he's just the downside of what he's doing. He's an old guy that walks into rooms and everyone's listening to him. Yeah. Everyone's listening to what he says. What's this guy doing? And he's like, the last thing he wants to do is like fade away.
Yeah.
This is like, imagine
that's really what it is. He's addicted to attention the way a crackhead is addicted to crack.
And I don't
running for president is as good as it's ever gonna get.
Right.
Man.
I don't
There's
think
nothing else he's got.
I don't think he actually wanted to win the first time. I think he just wanted to get his name in the paper all the time. Yeah. It's exactly what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like, I think he just wanted to, like you said, it's like the most famous way to get like it's the most famous when you're the American president or even just running. So that's what he was. He just wanted to see his name and hear his name all the time.
If he doesn't get the nomination, mark my words, 6 months after, while everyone's talking about DeSantis versus whoever, Biden or whoever the Dems run, we are going to see a news story where Ivanka Trump is going to be stabbed to death with a waiter in front of her house at 9:30 in the evening. Donald Trump is going to be in a fucking SUV, you know, with a gun to his head on the phone to the news.
You know what? And he could use that in his primary campaign and be like, if you don't put me in, I'm going to murder my daughter and maybe some of my other children. Yeah. And then his supporters will still be like, he's such a brilliant tactician. Oh my God. Clearly he could put these strategies to use to run the country. Holding people hostage, you know? There's like, speaking of light out, I could see Trump flags from here. You know, it's just like, oh my God.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ridiculous. Wait, have you guys? This is so apropos of nothing, but there's this great Norm Macdonald joke where he got basically canceled from ESPN. He like hosted some award show for ESPN, and he was like doing crowd work, and he picked out some guy. I don't know the guy's name. I'm just gonna say like Everett Klein. That's not his name. He's like, Everett Klein won the Heisman Trophy this year. Everett, congratulations. That's something they can never take away from you, unless you murder your ex-wife and a waiter.
God, he was
the best.
He was so good at that kind of shit, like that. Like, I guess you could call it anti-comedy in a way when he would do roasts. And it was just like, what the fuck is it? Where is this going? And it was always worth the trip, you know. Like that fucking joke about the fly. Was it the fly? That really long bug joke he told on like Conan or something, good. Right? About a roach, maybe. I can't remember.
It was a fly, yeah.
Was it a moth?
A moth. It
was a moth, yeah. It was like a 5-minute joke, right? It was like super long.
Wait, I gotta read this comment. This is a good one. Hang on. Jive Ass Hat Turkey says he's still one of the most. He's talking about Trump, I think. He's still one of the most boss MFs on earth. I think you guys are envious of his popularity, despite the things he does and says.
Okay.
Really? God, it kills me that I'll never be as popular.
Oh man. I wish I could. I wish I had only like 2 specific camera angles that I can be in. Otherwise, I look like a disgusting monster.
Wait, is that a thing with him? He's
Dude, think about it. Every time you see a shot from him, like from the side, it looks. And I'm not. I know I'm not pretty. I'm fat and gross. But like, there's like certain shots of him where he's got so much like stuff happening here,
Really?
and like there's one of him right after he got inaugurated of him like looking out the window of the White House, and it's from the side, and he has just he's not trying to fat shame or something, but he's just like such a crazy looking like, and his hair is like, unless like from certain angles, his hair looks really bad. You know, it's like he's like got hate rotting him from the inside, and like they're always spray tanning him to conceal it. What?
Yeah, he's very old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing is like none of these motherfuckers should run again. I don't want like 70-year-old presidents. When are we going to realize it's not?
Dude, it's not good for any of us.
Not
We
good for
can't have
anybody.
these doddering old fucking nitwits
Dude.
running the country. It's absurd. Can
I
we
think-
get a functioning human being to be the president? Please, God.
I know.
Yeah, let's
I
like.
think we're fucking too old. I think they should be fucking 30. You know what I mean?
No.
No, I'm just
no.
kidding. I was so fucking dumb when I was 30.
Yeah.
Was anyone
It's-
smart when they were 30?
Not me.
Not
I'm
you,
sure
not
someone
me.
was.
Sam?
Oh yeah. I
Wait,
was so
you
smart.
just when you were 30, you had just run the marathon a couple years before that, probably, right?
Yeah, I was
When did you
hecka
get
smart.
sober, Sam? How old are you? You're like 33, 32?
Which go? Like
The
current
current go.
the current go? I think when I was like 36.
36. Oh, did I get sober before you? By 2
Yeah.
years?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
You and Darren both got sober before me.
Darren got sober first, didn't he? I think he did.
Did he?
I thought he did before you. I can't remember. I
No,
didn't.
you guys were big inspirations for my sobriety.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Hell,
Yeah,
why
I
did
believe
I-
that. I believe what Sam told me was like, if those fucking sops could do it.
sure. I mean, yeah.
Oh
I mean,
man.
dude, we drank so hard every single night.
Dude.
Yeah.
Someone is like banging on my fucking garage.
Do you guys have any Colton Dunn stories? I mean, I know
Colton Dunn stories.
I know Colton.
I know
We
Colton.
met him at. I think I met him at Aspen because he was in a sketch group the same year we were there.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I used to go to parties at his house.
Yeah, he had a fun party house.
Camp
I think I
Hollywood.
did too. Maybe once when I was out there. Maybe. Yeah.
Wow.
What
All
else?
right, guys. Well, feels like this is wrapping down. I suppose.
5:30.
What's Trailer Boys tomorrow?
Trailer Boys tomorrow. Oh shit! What is the theme? It was a weird theme that we couldn't nail down. Something about family dinners or cooking or something like that. I can't remember.
Oh, a Thanksgiving kind of theme.
Yeah, something like that.
Dinner.
Last week, Sam, by the way, last week you picked the theme, but you weren't there. And your theme was hard sci-fi. And in your definition, it was sci-fi that is not connected to our current reality at all, right?
Yeah, which is not
that-
the true definition of hard sci-fi.
Well, right.
What is the
Hard
true
sci-fi is like no fantasy at all, like hard, like... But anyways, whatever we did, that, like, even though it sounds complicated, that resulted in maybe the best submissions we had. Like, it was fucking... There were so many 7s that we couldn't even put them all in the end.
Wow.
Yeah, man, it was great. Like, and there were most of the best ones were movies from the 80s that were trying to rip off Star Wars or Aliens. You know what I mean? Like, Carrie Fisher was in one. Like, years after the Star Wars movies. She was in
I
one
didn't
called
even know.
The Time Guardian. It was her and Dean Stockwell and, like, a bunch of Australian people, and it's really bad. Anyways, but that was one of the best. Zach, you gonna do another Trailer Boys sometime?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do tomorrow, but I'm definitely down to doing it. I love Trailer Boys. It's super fun.
It's really fun. And I'm really glad that we've kind of become a rotating group of it now instead of just Sam and Nate, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Nate's the host and we're just
I still
kind of...
don't really understand the scoring.
It's,
I don't need to. I'm not asking
Yeah,
for
no, it's fine. It's pretty... Once you do it a few times, I didn't either for a while. And sometimes it kind of just changes for no reason, but, you know...
Well, I've got a new scoring system for when there's multiple guests, just so that that the max the host gives is consistent.
Right.
You know.
Is there a certain kind of movies you guys like to watch around this time of year?
I'm excited to watch that Silent Night movie. Like, I like movies where Santa murders everybody.
Is that the one with David Harbour?
Yeah.
Violent Night?
Is it
Violent
Violent? I think
Night.
it's
Yeah.
Silent Night. Is it Violent
No, it's
Night?
Violent
Yeah.
Night.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Violent Night. My
I
bad.
love, the marketing for that is great.
Everybody said porn at the same time. Is there any kind of movie you guys like to watch? It's all like porn.
Okay.
Well, that's 12, 365, 24/7. I've always been in November. I like mysteries or like I've been watching like some
That's
serial
good.
killer movies. Like
Like Girl in the Spider's Web kind of a vibe.
I haven't watched any. I've never seen any of those actually. Maybe I should check those out.
Do you know
you
what I watched last weekend? And
What's that?
I hadn't seen it since it came out, and it's so good. Is Eastern Promises.
I've never seen that.
I saw it in the theater. I haven't seen it since. I should watch that again.
Wait,
It's
is
a good
that
watch. I forgot. Like it's like a very subtle movie. Like
Oh, I have seen that. That's where he naked fights in the steam room. Is one
he
of the
naked
famous scenes.
fights in the steam room.
That is a good movie. Who plays his like buddy in that?
It's
Don Cheadle.
I want to see Don Cheadle do a Russian accent. Can we make that
I
happen?
think you're thinking of the Iron Man movies, but not the first one.
Right.
Yeah. Who's that French actor from Unbreakable?
Vincent Castle.
Or Vincent Castle, yeah.
I love
Irreversible. From Irreversible.
Okay. Yeah, Eastern Promises, where that guy, he's in Iraq, and then he escapes from the bad guys, he builds that cool robot suit, and then he meets, like, a Hulk. Yeah, Eastern Promises.
Yeah, it was great.
Did you like A History of Violence?
Love History of Violence.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
I have a theory about History of Violence. About, like, there's a weird thing that... Because, like, the acting in the movie, in, like, the kind of, like, direction is, like, kind of cheesy in some parts.
It's based on a comic.
And
Really?
Cronenberg sometimes... Oh, Condor Man rated with a party of two.
Thank you, Condor Man.
Condor Man, good movie. Used to watch that movie as a kid.
But,
What's that?
Old Disney superhero movie.
But so it's kind of cheesy, but I feel like it's an intentional thing where it feels like almost like if like a Dawson's Creek like kind of like simple drama gets invaded by this violent crime film.
See what
Where
you're saying.
I feel like it's like intentionally kind of like melodramatic, like soap opera-y, but
Well, that's like Twin Peaks is kind of what you just described.
yeah,
too.
yeah, true.
Is heightened acting. As Nick Cage would call it, mega acting, maybe. But yeah, I just watched M for the first. Have you ever seen that, Zach? M?
Yeah.
Oh man, I loved it. I thought, and I feel like movies that were inspired by it are. I mean, like it's like still so. I like. It's great, That's all I
So
got.
you should see Boston Strangler. That was my
Yeah, you
suggestion
told- yeah.
to you. Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out. You know what else I've been watching? Actually, they're not really crime movies. Well, they're crime movies. They're not really like mystery movies. Have you guys ever seen Battles Without Honor and Humanity from the '70s? That series about the Yakuza.
No.
Oh.
They're huge influences on Tarantino, but they're great. They're based on like real people, and they're just like they're kind of told in like it's kind of shot in almost a documentary sort of style. But man, they're awesome, and it's like 5 movies that they put out over 2 years, and and the main actor great, and he never really did anything else. He did a bunch of anime voices after that. So
Have
Condor
you seen
Man.
Outrage movies? Outrage
What?
and Beyond Outrage?
no, I've someone else because I talked about that online the other day. Someone else was saying that beat Takeshi's movies, right?
Yeah, dude, they're so good.
And those are like Yakuza movies, right?
Yeah, I love them. They're like they don't make anything like that in the States. They're just like all about like the politics of like a Yakuza war, and it's really interesting. I think
that's what these are too. Like there's just so much like, okay, I'm your sworn brother, so I can't fight this guy because he's friends with him, so we need to get this guy, like. Yeah. The Outrage ones are more recent, right? Like 2000s or something?
Like 2010.
Okay, yeah.
Have you seen Yakuza? It's probably not as good as those, but
the American movie called The Yakuza?
It's an American movie. It's a pretty good watch. It's what's his name?
It's about an American guy that gets involved, right?
Yeah, it's an American guy that had like a love affair overseas and had to leave his wife and kid over in Japan.
You mean The Last Samurai?
Later,
I know. I'm thinking of Great Wall, Last Samurai.
Comes
Shogun.
back. It's what's that guy's name from Night of the Hunter?
Rock Hudson. No,
not Rock.
The other guy. Robert Mitchum.
Yeah, that's Robert Mitchum. It's cool.
People were suggesting. I asked on Twitter last week or something. Suggest some serial killer movies, and people were like, "Well, if you're okay with old ones," and they were like suggesting stuff from the '70s, and I was like, I understand sometimes people have aversion to older movies, but like, especially like with M and some other older stuff I've watched recently, it's like they're still just good. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like people get put off by a movie being old, and I don't feel like there's a reason.
What are the best serial killer movies?
Well, I've watched Silence of the Lambs and 7, and
Zodiac.
Have you guys watched 7 recently?
7 is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, Zodiac. Yeah, I watched that not that long ago. I love
Manhunter.
Manhunter's pretty good.
I was gonna track that down. I was looking for it to stream, and I've seen it before.
Watch the director's cut. Make sure you're watching the director's cut. The director's cut is better.
Okay.
Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Yeah, dude, the suitcase at the end. What I like about Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer is his buddy is kind of like a worse person than he is in that movie.
Yeah, it manages to like you're watching this like deplorable human being, but also it has tension of like this guy's better than this guy, and
yeah, he's like kind of a protagonist still. But that scene where Tom Tiles and and the sister or whatever, it's just so sleazy.
Super Funky Dunkerson said Sunset Boulevard is great. It has nothing to do with serial killers, but it is fantastic.
Dude, there are people suggesting some wild. In fact, you mentioned this one earlier. Someone said Tucker and Dale versus Evil. It's like, is that a serial killer movie? I'm like, I don't know. That doesn't seem like it.
Yeah. Bean says American Psycho is a comedy. I agree. I just watched that like a month ago, and I was like, this is hysterical.
Which one?
American Psycho.
Oh yeah, total comedy. Yeah, for sure.
Every time I watch that movie, I like it more.
It's great. The business card scene.
Yeah.
But what is it? Bone White.
Yeah.
That movie rules. Yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since I originally saw it.
Oh man, it's good, man. It's really funny. Yeah, like you just said. But the Phil Collins part is really great. Yeah, I should watch that again. That's a good point. And then Mila Kunis made American Psycho 2. Has anybody ever seen that?
I have not seen that.
I haven't either, but every once in a while, like it always shows up on like different streaming services, and I'll be like, and I always forget that it exists. Be like, man, I bet there's at least worth a watch. I bet it's just ridiculous, you know.
Maybe it's like John Dwyer this week.
Huh?
Oh yeah,
yeah, it was cool, and he gave me a bunch of movie recommendations.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he sent me some good stuff.
Who's that?
John Dwyer's the singer of that band, the OCs.
Oh yeah, okay, cool.
What movies?
Well, I had not seen Picnic at Hanging Rock. Have you guys seen that?
I haven't seen that either.
I haven't.
It's a weird movie from Australia. It's super creepy.
Yeah,
and cool. I liked it a lot. And then what was another? The Last.
That's on
Lady?
Criterion, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on,
I think it just came
HBO,
out.
Actually,
I was gonna say I've heard a lot of people talk about it recently. I think Criterion just put it out. And what one, Zach?
The Last. Hang on, sorry. Dark Queen. Yeah, I. You know what? I don't have my Discord installed on this computer, so I will have to look it on my phone after. But I see your message. I will check it out. Thank you. The Last Wave, I think it's called. Hold on, let me look at my Just Watch. I have my fucking shit typed up there.
Oh yeah, it's got a watch list thing in it.
And then he sent me the best trailer ever that I don't know if it'll ever fit into a Trailer Boys or not. But hold on, let me go into my.
You can always show it during coming attractions.
Oh yeah, it would be a great coming attraction. Hold on.
Sam, I also invented another segment last week.
Oh, did you now? Well,
Well,
I'll see about that.
There's no logo, so fuck it. It's just because I've become a physical media addict and I hadn't been on in a while, so I'm like, well, I'll show everybody, like, because October has a lot of good sales, so I'm like, well, I'll just kind of show all the stuff I got in the last month, you know.
What'd you get?
Oh, let's see. Barnes & Noble had these insane sales for Criterion and Arrow, so I got The Great Escape, Seven Samurai.
Next time that happens, I always miss these Criterion special sales that everyone.
I'm going to tell you about. Oh, the Criterion one is still happening on Barnes & Noble.
It's still happening.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Till the end of the month, probably.
Because I've been getting into 4K, getting all those 4K.
Oh,
DVDs.
cool! Do you have a 4K? I don't have any 4K things.
PS5. PS5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I got Seven Samurai, Great Escape, Kiss Me Deadly. I got Hellraiser Arrow release. I didn't have Hellraiser. I always wanted to have it.
Oh, that's cool.
Something else. A couple other things. I haven't seen Kiss Me Deadly since film school, but I remember really liking it. So.
What did I have 2 DVDs, which is like I'll it's been years since I've bought some DVDs, and I bought the Apocalypse Now box set. And what else?
Like the 4-hour version?
There's 3. There's 3 different cuts. There's the original, the Redux, which is a 3-hour cut, and then there's the final edit, which is it's like a 2 hours and 50-minute cut.
Okay.
It's actually shorter
I saw Redux
than the Redux
in the theater.
Yeah, so apparently Redux was like they just threw everything that was taken out of it back into it. And then the final edit is like he actually watched it and was like, "All right, wait, don't put this in it." Yeah.
He just did that to Godfather 3. I'm kind of interested in his version. Godfather Coda.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Godfather 3 or Godfather Coda?
Either.
I watched Godfather 3 for the first time a couple years ago. It's fine, but I've heard that Godfather Coda is like the superior version. And he just did that like a couple years ago. But
have you guys heard of this movie, The Video Dead? This is the movie.
Yes! That movie haunted me for years as a kid. Huh?
Is it crazy?
I just remember, I didn't see all of it, but I remember seeing it at a friend's house at a sleepover when I was like fucking 10, 11, and like, it's, I think if I remember right, it's like these weird zombies coming out of like of a TV or something. I remember, is there one with like an iron in his head or something like that? Have you seen it? No.
I was looking at the trailer this week and it looks insane.
Yeah.
We might have watched that trailer on Trailer Boys. I think Principal Roles is right.
Yeah.
Definitely seems in that.
Video Dead, I said, whiz label.
The Video Dead. Man, I hadn't thought about that movie in years. Yeah, that freaked the shit out of me when I was little.
Yeah.
Which normally I didn't get scared by scary movie stuff. The stuff that scared me when I was a kid was like NBC movie of the week stuff, like based on real life, like when people like this one I remember that haunted me was about this guy who like kidnapped his nephews and then they like went on a chase all over the countryside and then he ended up killing himself and the kids, and like that scared the shit out of me, you know. That's when I stopped hanging out with my weird uncle. Just kidding. What, Sam?
I used to like horror movies used to scare the crap out of me as a kid, but only when I didn't see them. Like as soon as I saw the movie, it kind of took the fear out of it.
Like the trailer would be scary to you?
The trailer would be scary. The idea of the movie would be scary. The idea of Freddy Krueger would be scary.
Movies, like you hold the box in your hand when you're a little kid. You go to the store, you hold the box, and the movie that my mind would create around the cover was always like better than the movie could ever be when you watch it. You're like, this isn't what I hoped it was. I wanted to see that, you know, and it's never what you get.
I think
I
a
would
great
also feel about video games. You know how video games back then would have this painting of like a dude like shooting a demon, and it'd be like amazing. You'd be like, oh, and then you put it, and it's just like a little pixel guy, like kind of like this. And you're like, this is bullshit.
It's like 3 cubes and a stick.
It's like, obviously, I know the graphics aren't going to be that, but this is not
right.
That. Like,
yeah. That was always funny about like Atari games. Was like it literally is a single pixel, and on the cover art, it's like someone like with like playing tennis, and they're like diving, and they're like, oh, and it's like hockey, and it's like looks exactly the same, but the art is like crazy.
Yeah. The video thing, or the movie thing that we were just mentioning, like, I think one of my favorite examples is Chopping Mall, where it's like the cover.
Great cover. Yeah,
it's like that cool Terminator kind of robot hand and like a sack of like guts and eyeballs and stuff. Yeah. And that doesn't happen at all. But when I was a kid, the one at the video store that we were always like, oh man, I bet that movie's fucked up, was a horror movie called Pigs. And it just had this scary look. It was like all black and this awesome, like, kind of neon lit, like really scary looking pig covered in blood with like tusks and shit. Right. And I'm like, I bet that movie was probably a huge letdown. I never watched it.
You know what's scary?
I can't remember if it was called Piranha or Devilfish, but there's like a hand coming out of bloody water, and I remember thinking like, that looks awesome.
Do you know what cover scared the crap out of me? The cover for The Ghoulies, where
where they're coming out of the toilet.
Yeah,
it's coming out of the toilet. Yeah, I was like,
you know what's fucked up about that?
What?
That doesn't happen until Ghoulies 2. That's not in the first Ghoulies movie.
What the fuck?
The Ghoulies are barely in the first Ghoulies movie. Yeah,
they made the poster.
I watched that like finally the fucking ripoff of Gremlins coming out of the toilet movie, and it's like doesn't even fucking happen. And then my friend Zack, different dude, but who also loves horror movies, he's like, yeah, that doesn't happen until Ghoulies 2 when Ghoulies go to college. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, so they made a second one. They do the toilet thing in it, and then it's called Ghoulies Go to College?
Someone says, hey, Zach, Barbara Crampton loves Barbarian. Who's Barbara Crampton?
She's from Reanimator. She's the lady from Reanimator.
Oh, yeah.
And From Beyond. Yeah, when I saw her, like, for October, her scary Twitter handle was Barb Arian, you know?
That's cool.
But yeah, she's like, she still does stuff, and she's super supportive of horror stuff, too. She's always... awesome. Helping kind of promoting the younger generation. But yeah, she's like a total scream queen kind of person for the like just the level under, you know what I mean? Like where the heads know who she is, you know? But yeah.
Wait, why is everyone talking about Kevin Smith?
I think someone mentioned Tusk.
Oh.
I like Tusk.
I haven't seen that. I've seen very few of his recent movies.
Yeah, did you guys see Stephen King tweeted about Barbarian?
Yeah. Someone asked me, he's like, yeah, it's awesome. I was like, holy shit.
I know, that was a fun one.
How did you feel when you saw that?
I was stoked.
Yeah. It's awesome, man.
If Stephen King was like, I love Barbarian, you get to make one of my books, what book would you pick?
Oh.
Good question. They've all been made, you know?
Yeah.
Taking a crack at Apt Pupil again.
Oh, interesting.
It's a fucked up movie. Or book. What would you guys do? I mean...
well, I would...
Stand is, like, amazing.
Dark Tower. Dark Tower needs to be done right.
Did they blow it? I've never read or seen the movie.
That movie sucks. It's
really?
crazy. It's so, like, you know what, like... A lot of people got mad when they made Roland a black guy, which I wasn't one of. I was like, you guys, it's gonna be fine. But then, like, the rest of the movie is so fucking terrible. And, even in the marketing, they had this thing where they had, like, well, Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey both on Twitter were, like, tweeting at each other in character and, like, saying stuff the characters would never say in the book. You know, like, Matthew McConaughey's character, like, you want the tower, come get it. It's like, that's not even what that's fucking about.
No.
But,
so lame.
It's always the whole thing was so lame. But so then Amazon Prime was funding like a really an expensive miniseries version, and I saw they put out a few leaked set pictures, and I'm like, it looks like how you would want it to look, which that other movie did not. And so I was like, cool, but then they canned it. I suppose they went and spent all their money on the Lord of the Rings show instead, but or maybe The Boys. But anyways, that's the king I would do, because I want to fucking see it. I want to see a good Dark Tower movie, you know?
Do you know what I would do is Salem's Lot, because there was that Toby Hooper TV miniseries of it, and then there was like a 2000s remake. But
it's coming out next year, buddy.
Yeah, there's a new one.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
There's a new one.
Roy,
who did that, Zach? Do you know?
Producer Roy produced it.
Oh,
okay.
Cool. Who's in it?
I don't know.
Huh.
You know who
that's really
directed
cool.
it? Yeah.
The Toby Hooper miniseries is really fun. It has, you know what I realize is like the Stephen King, like the thing that he brings to the table is basically Castle Rock. He brings Castle Rock to the table. Like, all his movies are these horror movies, but like have this backbone of this town where you like kind of get behind and you know the characters and there's enough foundation there, and that's what I really liked about Salem's Lot.
You know what I watched 2 weeks ago was Needful Things.
Oh, how's that?
Oh, how was that?
It's exactly what you're talking about. It's like about a town up in Maine, and it's like really small, and you get to know everybody, and it's okay.
Isn't that
It's
Castle
not...
Rock too? It might be.
No, I don't think so, but...
Yes, he uses that talent. Oh, someone says The Long Walk would be dope. Yes. And that reminds me, my answer to this question used to always be a straight book adaptation of The Running Man, which you could not do anymore. Do you guys know how that... Have you ever read The Running Man?
No.
Okay. Well, the ending. Well, you know the movies, like the Arnold Schwarzenegger game show thing. It's a fun movie, but in the book, it's not like that at all. The guy is desperate for cash and whatever. So, it's a near future dystopia thing. He enters this game, but it's not in an arena. You just they're like, okay, now you're in The Running Man, and you'd leave, and then they're on your ass, and so he's
around everybody.
Yeah, he's getting chased down by armies of SWAT guys and shit, and I don't want to spoil the ending, but after 9/11, we'll just say after 9/11, it would be very hard to get anyone to bank.
Did he fly a plane into the towers?
Yeah, not into the towers, but into a building on purpose to kill people. So,
wow.
Yeah, but it's fucking great. So. And it has one of my favorite silly, Stephen King's great, but every once in a while he describes sex stuff pretty silly sometimes, or really crazy, like
in It.
Yeah. But I'm talking about so in Running Man, he says that there's a scene where all the men who are candidates for the show are in a locker room or something, and I'll always remember this because I'm like, that's so fucking weird. But it must be, I don't know, maybe it's good because it's stuck in my head for 20 years. But anyways, he says, their penises hung like forgotten war clubs.
Wow. That's great. I mean, I got no problem with that. That's amazing.
It's just, I mean...
The word forgotten is like, wow.
Yeah, it makes it kind of it does have something to it because war clubs and the whole thing of sex is kind of an invasive act on the half of the man's part, and it's it's kind of interesting, but it's also just, I don't know, it's just funny when he describes a dick and you didn't have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's into that.
They're just naked in this room, we don't need there's no reason to talk about their dicks. So it's just but here's their dicks. I mean, that scene in It, I think someone brought up on Trailer Boys too, but it's I love that book, and then that scene is okay, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Well,
cocaine. Cocaine was the answer. But.
Yeah. And he just lost his virginity, right?
Someone says, can we talk about porn again? I think we just did. You know who else was real horny was fucking Michael Crichton. You ever read Disclosure?
No.
Dude, the first 2 chapters of Disclosure are just a blowjob.
Isn't Disclosure about a guy Me Tooing his female boss?
Pretty much, yeah. Sweaty Beefy Lips, which great name already, says 8-inch uncut Forgotten War Club. Okay. Al Mobes, I agree. Al Mobes says cocaine is no excuse for that crazy shit. It's I mean, lots of other people have done coke and didn't write a child orgy scene.
Yeah, exactly. If that's what came with Coke, like
yeah, if that was the drug, like it was like a guaranteed part of the experience. Like, yeah, it's gonna hype you up. You're gonna feel great and energetic, and you're gonna write a scene where a bunch of 10-year-olds fuck the shit out of each other.
But don't worry, you're just gonna write it. You're not gonna do it. You're just gonna write it.
Yeah, you're not gonna do it.
You will write it though. You will do that.
Yeah, like it happens. Like your hand just grabs a typewriter, grabs a pen, and it starts writing, and that's what it writes every time.
And it's gonna be published? Whoa!
It's gonna be published. Yeah.
And it becomes a New York bestseller. It's on the top 10.
They'll make movies out of it for years, again and again. All of this will happen on Coke.
And then they're gonna make it into a movie, and they're always gonna have to figure out how not to do that scene.
And this happens to, I don't understand, this happens to everyone who does cocaine. Yeah, that's right.
But hey, it's a great high. It's a fantastic high.
It seems like there wouldn't be room for all the movies. You know what I mean? Like, how would they?
You need to get out to the theater more.
Yeah, like, what do you live under a rock?
Did someone, Slipman's in the tub, Mrs. Lippman's in the tub, says, did y'all read Stephen King's book On Writing? Yeah, I like it a lot.
That's like my favorite book of his.
Speaking of Slipman's in the tub, I just, we talked about this on Trailer Boys, but that user's been around for a while, Whoretown, and also on Trailer Boys. It's Mrs. Lippman's in the tub, and I never figured out what that name is. Do you guys know?
I believe it's Mr. Slipman's in the tub.
It's not. It's Mrs. Lippman's in the tub from Silence of the Lambs. It's a Silence of the Lambs reference.
Oh, like what's the reference? I don't know.
Well, so I just watched the movie the other day. When they finally catch him at the end, he's not at his own house. He's at Mrs. Lippman's house, and she's that fucking acid dissolved fucking gross corpse they find in the tub.
I don't even remember.
Mrs. Lippman's in the tub.
I gotta watch that movie again. That's another one I should watch.
It's a great watch.
Yeah, it's fantastic, man. And there's so much in it, you know. There's so much stuff like about the way her character is like always surrounded by men looking down on her. But she's like a badass kind of, you know, there's a lot to that movie about like sexual politics kind of stuff, you know.
The thing that I always feel like is interesting when you watch that is trying to figure out when, like how premeditated Hannibal Lecter's whole plan is. Like, because he's heard of this guy. Mm-hmm. He's like, I think, somewhat aware that he knows who Buffalo Bill is from the onset. And so... Right.
Well, I mean, it seems like he does know who he is, right? Or at least has met him and figured out that...
No, she gives him all the files and all the stuff. So he has access to everything they have. So he's basically becomes like a forensic psychologist.
Right.
But he is aware of... He's aware of Buffalo Bill before he gets the files.
Right.
I think so.
Because he has that head, and it seems like he kind of knew him.
Oh yeah, no, he knew him, but I think he knows. I think he knows that she is like that. That's why people are coming. He's aware that this guy's out there, and he's aware that like sooner or later someone might ask him about him. But like he at some point devises this plan, and I don't think it's like a plan of opportunity. I don't think it's like something where I think he creates a situation, and it's interesting to think about like at what point he's playing his game of chess.
Yeah.
Sweaty Beefy Lips says, "Do you think Hannibal Lecter eats ass?"
I mean,
hey Sam, I love your point you
rare.
thought about this. Here's an ass-eating joke. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
And then Hannibal. And Ray Liotta's brain. I haven't seen that since the first time I saw it. Is that movie terrible?
Hannibal?
What movie?
What, Zach? You're really quiet for a second.
Hannibal?
Hannibal.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, have you seen it, Sam?
Yes. It was a letdown.
Yeah, it's bad, right?
Yeah, I remember it being
Wait,
bad.
is that the one with Ed Norton, or is that Red Dragon?
No, that's Red Dragon. Which is the same Manhunter. Yeah.
Story as Manhunter, yeah. Do you think
I liked Red Dragon. I like Gary Oldman with the melted face. I thought that was cool.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've never seen that one. Do you think they'll reboot that and like do? Oh, they did do a new Hannibal. They did a TV show. That's right.
Which everybody says is fantastic. I never.
I watched 3 or 4 episodes and I loved it. What, Sam?
It's okay. It's like if it was on HBO, people would be like, eh. But it was on NBC, and so it's kind of remarkable that it was on NBC.
Yeah, it's pretty gory from what I saw.
Yeah, it's super gory, and there's definitely cool things about it, and then there's definitely parts that's like, eh. I should rewatch True Romance. That's a good.
Yeah, Abby Sally says I just think that too, Sam. I watched True Romance last week, and Gary Oldman in that movie is phenomenal.
Was it White Boy Day?
Yeah. And Samuel Jackson is in it for a second.
I know him. What's he say? He's like,
I know him pretty.
Yeah, there's like a porno on in the background. Yeah. He's like, you haven't looked up once.
You guys remember my daughter and I were watching something and started talking about Christopher Walken, and so I was trying to find this story, but Jay Moore has that great story about asking Christopher Walken if he would rather fly or have a tail. Do you guys remember that?
No.
You ever heard that story?
Yeah.
And he was just like, I'd have a tail.
That's insane. You'd have a tail. Okay.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because, like, there was one morning last week where, like, it's so rare that I don't have to wake up and go anywhere, and my daughter's here. It was a Saturday. We didn't have to do anything. She was up before me. She was out here, and I was in bed, and I was like, I knew she was just sitting on the couch playing with her Switch or something. The TV was not on. But I had the thing on my phone where I can, like, cast something and make the TV turn on. And so I just, like, casted... I looked up that Fatboy Slim video with Christopher Walken dancing and just, like, put it right in the middle and just, like, casted that. She was like, what? Just, like, turn on. And that's such a great music video, too.
Yeah, it is. Isn't that Spike Jonze? I think it is.
Yeah, Spike Jonze.
All right, guys.
It's
time.
It's time for me. Good
Enough
to see you, everybody.
Kid stories.
Good seeing you guys.
You too.
Peace out, y'all.
Bye, Zack.
Bye.
Oh, Sam, should we raid somebody?
Yeah, let's figure out this raid. Actually, before we do that... no, never mind.
Someone said skip during my story. I timed them out. And I thought it was funny to do that because we're about to leave.
What am I doing?
Tommy Wiseau is now on Twitch. Okay, will you guys go in there and tell him he looks like me, because I'm sick of people telling me I look like him.
Tommy Wiseau's on Twitch?
Apparently.
Alright, so...
You're gonna look for Tommy Wiseau?
Yeah, should we raid Tommy Wiseau?
Sure. How many people are watching him, I wonder? Probably not gonna say anything.
Tommy, he's on. Let's see, what's he doing?
Oh, hi, Sam.
It looks like he's just it's just a channel playing its movies.
Oh.
Is it?
Resident Stevel says you both look like Michael Wincott. I've got the hair, I guess, but I don't really see it besides that. Dono? Alright, we got another dono to read? Oh, there are a couple. Okay, let me read these donos before we leave.
All right.
Mrs. Oh, hold on. I'm reloading to make sure I get them all. Okay, Mrs. Carlisle is the best. Donated $34 and says, was at Monster Mania this past weekend during the Devin Sawa panel. I asked his opinion on comedy writers breaking into horror and if he had seen Barbarian, and I shamelessly plugged how awesome it was. Timmy Vinegar Syndrome was there too. Cool. Thank you.
What did Devin Sawa say?
He says he hadn't seen it.
Oh, okay.
And Tax Ship donated $5. Says, I loved you guys since I was in high school. My brothers and I quote you all the time. Thanks for continuing to give us content to love. Can't wait for Mars. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for all the donos. And we didn't get to any resubs. I'll try and go through some while Sam's doing this. Sid is a star. Oh boy. Oh, Sid is a star. Needful Things is in Castle Rock. Thank you. And they resub for 20 months. Wake Up News 420 resub for 8. Wixterix resub for 2 months. Says Kevin Smith is a genius. And thank you for the sub, but you know he's not on here, right? The Real Scary Scarecrow resub for 25 months. Calorie resubbed. Real Saxy says, Zack, are you stroking your face a lot? Oh, he left. Sorry. How is your day? Thicken Wing gifting subs and resubscribing. Thank you, Thicken. Dan Ballard, Res Doggy, Dan Ballard gifting subs. Thank you very much. And Res Doggy says, I seriously resub for 15 months. It says, I seriously love you guys. I'd let any of you taste my pumpkin. What does that mean?
Is that a butt?
I thought butts are like a peach or an apricot or something.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Penis?
I mean, a pumpkin could be a butt.
Whatever it is. Sure, I'll taste it.
Yeah, dude. Let us taste your pumpkin. Not a Toffee says, resub for 20 months, says, you guys really warm my cum.
All right, Timmy.
What?
I got a new NFT that I made here.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys want to see my new NFT?
Yes. What is the group you're working with?
Art Gobblers.
Okay.
All right. Check this out. Tell me. Don't look at the title.
Okay.
Tell me what movie this is. Oh, wait. Oh, crap.
Oh, I know what movie that is.
Wait, the chat can't see it.
Oh.
Let me see.
So you painted that on a computer, and then that's an NFT?
It's gonna be an NFT.
Okay. And how'd you make it? Digital?
Yeah, on a like a MS Paint type app.
Cool, it's really good, man. Did you just look at a picture from were you like looking at the picture from that scene?
Wait, yeah. Oh, here we go. All right. Let's see. Oh, crap. God damn it.
What's up?
I'm trying to show this thing, and it worked when you were screen sharing, but it's not working when I'm screen sharing.
Yeah.
Want me to I do this?
Make it work?
Here. Oh, actually, I think I know how.
Okay.
I'll just do.
Welcome back to Dads on the Internet.
Aha. This was actually like an almost like perfect tech show. I just fucked it up at the last second. All right, here we go.
Yeah, it was. You're right.
All right, let's see who gets it.
And Tiberus asked, is there an orderly available at the home? Fuck you, man.
Oh, Thick and Wing got it.
Oh, really? Wow.
I mean, kind of.
Right.
Good.
My daughter loved that one, and I think it's because it's Tommy
so good.
Jarvis. It is a great. I mean, it's one of the best ones. But I think a kid character who's probably about her age in the movie, 10 or 11. I think it really connected with her because she enjoys watching all these idiot teens get naked and then get stabbed. Who doesn't? That's a great formula. But she really liked having a kid there.
I mean, it's really fascinating too to have this kid who and he's a kid when he dies, Jason.
Right.
And so his enemy is literally a kid who likes wearing masks.
Yeah.
And so there's that fascinating thing about it, but yeah. Cool.
Thinking Wing says it's got the best Jason, Ted White. Ted White was also the one in 2 and 3, right? I know they had this real classic Jersey Italian accent kind of guy play Jason a few times in the early movies, and he's like, they just didn't have anybody. I just did it, and he kind of talks shit on other Jasons. But yeah, Wickster is asking, did you paint that, Sam?
I on the computer painted that, but just a really basic art tool. Check out
How many times have people... How many times... Oh, I'm sorry. Do your... say that again. I was talking.
Check out artgobblers.com. Play around with the draw tool. And, yeah.
That's very cool. I'll check it out, too. What was I going to say? How many times have people told you, like, I'm painting my art! Let me finish! When you start talking about this stuff.
I've actually said that because we've done like on the community have done like kind of like drink and draw things where we're like doing stuff and I'm talking to someone and I'll be like, oh, sorry, I'm painting my art, and then like by accident say it.
Okay. I just asked because I know of fandom's innate ability to connect anything you're doing to some sort of reference to our show.
True.
When are you gonna cook up beans or hot dogs, man? But I did do it. I fucking did it, and it was fun. So, Sam, have you ever called Timmy for dad advice?
I have not. I've only asked him on stream and had everyone say skip.
Yeah, because you guys suck. Just kidding. Nobody clipped that. What was I gonna say? I don't think. Okay, so babies, it's like. Well, okay, they're a baby, and once you kind of got, there's only so many, to me, there's only so many ways to, like, handle a baby. I think the advice kind of comes more like, oh, shit, now they can talk. How do I handle this fucker, Because I'll tell you, I feel like I've developed some methods, for post-baby children that might come in handy someday. Timmy, did you find a mother in your basement? Good news, I don't have a basement.
Good news, no.
Yeah. Bad news because now I can't go have like a torture dungeon. So, damn.
So who should we raid?
Back to that. Did we ever find out what was going on with Tommy Wiseau?
It was just someone said Sirius Black, said their friend Sirius Black, and they have
cool.
one viewer right now. So
Powerload, it says, why was the baby always crying? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
They're playing Apex Legends.
Oh, okay, cool. Powerload says, why was the baby always crying in the pics? If you're talking about the 2 pictures I showed, that was on purpose. Babies cry a lot, and I knew I had a golden opportunity if I just waited long enough. And I wanted to do a whole set of my daughter crying at different national monuments, but never got there. So,
there's a trick. If you got them, you just take your 2 fingers and you pinch them real hard, maybe twist, and they'll start crying.
There's a few pictures of my daughter when she was only a few months old where, and she looks great in the pictures, very cute picture, but you could tell by the shape of her mouth that we had just pulled the pacifier out and she was about to fucking go like atomic on us. Like, she's like real, like, hey, that fucking thing I like is in there. Fuck you! Like, it was right before that.
Wait, Billy Mitchell's streaming? What's
Billy
that?
Mitchell? I thought he died.
What's his name?
Billy Mitchell.
From King of Kong.
Yeah, I got him confused with the fucking infomercial guy. Wasn't that a Mitchell, the guy that died?
I think that was a Billy, wasn't it?
Yeah, Billy something. Didn't a suitcase hit him in the head on a plane and he had a fucking hemorrhage and died?
Yeah, he hit his name.
Billy Mays. Thank you, guys. What, Sam?
People say Billy Mitchell's an asshole.
I'm sure. Isn't that movie about that?
Yeah.
Billy. Oh, someone says Bill Hicks. No.
Billy
Mays. Died
Mays.
from
Yeah.
pancreatic cancer.
Billy Mitchell isn't a chill dude. All right, so I think I'm gonna stick with Sirius Black here. Someone suggested it. Yes. All right. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow night on Trailer Boys.
Yeah, I might be there. I don't know. Maybe I'll let you guys do it.
That'd be cool. We haven't done one together in a while.
No, maybe I should show up. I'll see if I can.
Yeah, you should show up. Hopefully I see you tomorrow, Timmy.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you, fans. Bye-bye. Thank you, Hortown. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You remember Saturday Night Live? Bye-bye.
Who's that?
The flight attendant people. Bye-bye.
Yeah, okay, sure. Oh, that was those characters are great. I forgot about them. Are we still on?
Yeah. Now we're off. Now we're off.